When you multiply fractions, you multiply numerators times numerators, denominators times denominators. We have a song that we deal with. We say we simplify before we multiply. We want to simplify before multiplying. And we use what method to do that simplifying? What do we call that, Chance? Bow tie. We call it our bow tie. Okay, we use the bow tie method. Bow tie says, feel all right, wear my bow tie tonight. That's right, to cancel fractions before multiplying. Guys, sing it. Feel all right, wear my bow tie tonight. That's right, to cancel fractions before multiplying. All right, just so that we have a little bit of a review. Let's see if it opens up. Sing it with it.
That's right. To cancel fractions before multiplying. Feel alright, wear my bow tie tonight. That's right. To cancel fractions before multiplying. Feel alright, wear my bow tie tonight. That's right. To cancel fractions before multiplying. Feel alright, wear my bow tie tonight. That's right. To cancel fractions before multiplying. Numerators, that's 1 times 1. Times denominators, that's 2 times 3. Feel alright, wear my bow tie tonight. That's right. To cancel fractions before multiplying. Feel alright, wear my bow tie tonight. That's right. To cancel fractions before multiplying.
I'll tell you. Okay, I'm going to stop it with that. All right, bow tie. Somebody asked me on their on your log, the first thing for this chapter or for this quarter was the Chapter 2 Fair Game Review. And then it's going to be the assignment you did today that we graded, the Math Journal 2.1. Those are the two that should be at the beginning of your log. Okay? All right. Feel all right. Wear the bow tie tonight. That's right. Cancel fractions before multiplying. The bow tie says you look across and you look up and down. Okay? So if I look across on this one right here, I've got 8/9 times 3/4. What am I going to take into what? What am I going to do here, Tyler? Okay, so 4 goes into 4 1 time. 4 goes into 8 2 times. And you're making these notes on your paper. This is your notes. You're doing them. Okay? What about the 3s? 3 and 9. 3 goes into 3 1 time, 3 goes into 9, 3 times. Now, multiply straight across. 2 times 1 is 2, and 3 times 1 is 3. Am I simplified? Am I in lowest terms? Yes. I need you to get your pencil out and to be making notes. Okay, 7/8 times 1/4. If I look straight across at the angle, is 7 and 4 going to go into each other? No. What about 8 and 1? Can I reduce there?
No.
Can I reduce from 8 to 4?
No.
No. Only at the angle or straight up and down. So if I multiply straight across, 7 times 1 is
7.
and 8 times 4 is
32.
32. Am I finished? Is that as low as it's going to go?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What about the last one here? What if we say 4/9 times 3/10? Okay, if I put my bow tie on, I've got to look up and down, and then I've got to look at the diagonals. When I do that, is what will go into both 4 and 10?
2.
What's going to go into it? 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is
5.
What about 9 and 3? Josie, what am I going to put there?
The 3 would be 1 and then the 9.
3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Now, multiply straight across, and what do I get, Cashton?
It's 15.
2/15. The bow tie method really simplifies things for you, okay? If you just get in the habit of doing it. You're going to simplify before you multiply. Simplify first, okay? Well, let's see. We got a story problem. You have 2/3 of a bag of flour, and you use 3/4 of the flour to make an empanada dough. How much of the entire bag do you use to make the dough? Well, we're working with what type of operation? Multiplying, right?
Yeah.
So if I take 3/4, I want to know how much is 3/4 of 2/3 of a bag. The word of is a word that can tell us that we're going to multiply. This here is often referred to in a story problem as the of. Okay? So, with the bow tie, can I simplify? I'm going to put my bow tie on, looking up and down. Can't do it there. What about the diagonal? Okay? So, 3 divided by 3 equals 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1. What can I take out of the 2 and the 4, Raiden?
The 2 would go into itself once.
Okay, 2 divided by 2 is 1, and into the 4?
2 times.
2 times. Now, if I multiply straight across, I have 1 times 1, and I have 2 times 1, which is the same thing as 1/2. And I have 1/2 how much of the bag of flour. I'm looking back at my story problem to figure out what it was I was answering. So I have 1/2 bag of flour that was used. Chance.
Would it be okay if you put dough? Or does it have
Dough? Yeah, that would be fine. Well, no, it's not dough that you're using, though. You're doing flour. You could have said 1/2 flour. That would have been okay, all right? Questions? Okay. How is multiplying fractions different from multiplying mixed numbers? How is multiplying fractions different from multiplying mixed numbers? Do you know? What do you think there, Miss Kaylee?
Because when you multiply mixed numbers, you have to, there's an extra number that you have to work into.
You have an extra number. What do we have to do, though? Jordan?
You have to multiply mixed number with the denominator and then add the numerator?
You are right. Mixed numbers must be changed into, we call them improper. We have to change a mixed number into an improper fraction. Have to change it. Okay? Get it written down. And if you don't get them all written down, this will be loaded on Google Classroom. Okay? The thing is, you have notes being handed to you. You're being encouraged and told you need to take notes. Once these have been handed to you, then it's also going to be on Google Classroom and the video's there. Okay? I would be taking my notes directly on this paper. Okay. Okay, so we said we've got to take a mixed number and turn it into an improper fraction. How do I do that? How do I turn a mixed number into an improper fraction? Braden.
You take the 2 times 4 and add 3.
There we go. He says take 2 times the 4 and then add it to the 3. So this becomes 1/2 times, well, what is 2 times 4? 8 plus 3.
11.
And I keep my denominator. Okay? So I turn my mixed number to an improper fraction first. Then I'm going to look at it and I'm going to take and I'm going to look at my bow tie and I'm going to say, well, can I reduce?
No.
And in this particular case, can I reduce this one at all? Cannot reduce. So I'm going to multiply straight across. Do you have a question, Chance?
No, I know the answer.
Okay, hang on. So if I multiply straight across, Chance, what do I get?
1 and 3/8. But it's 11/8 and then you.
Okay, I'm going to go to 11/8 first. And then, Chance, what do I need to do?
Simplify.
I'm going to turn it back into a mixed number, okay? And so at that point you said is 1 and 3/8. Okay? All right, here's the deal. A number is improper if the numerator is greater than the denominator. That makes it improper. Okay? Once you get to here, a fraction is a, what do I say? A fraction is a division statement. So at that point, where does this come from? This came from 11 divided by 8,
8 going into a 1.
one time, and what's left over is 3. So then I take the remainder here, and I put it over the 8. Okay? That's where the 3/8 comes from. So I have 1 whole and 3/8. Okay? See if that makes sense. Does that make sense to you? Fist to 5, where are we at? As far as just, we haven't tried it much, but we understand what's being said. Okay? Then let's go with multiply this one. 3/5 times 10/21. I want you to multiply that. And if I turn the page over, there's some extra space there where you can do the work. I want 3/5 times 10/21. And you don't have to take the notes for Chloe. She can look online and get them over too. Yes. Good. Nice job. Nice job. Yes. Good. Good. Ben, what do we get?
Okay, so the threes and the ones can go with each other.
Uh-huh.
So a 3 would turn into a 1, and the 21 would turn into a 7,
Okay.
and 5 and 10 would turn into 5 would turn into a 1, and 10 would turn into a 2.
Thank you.
Then 1 times 2 is 2, and 1 times 7 is 7, indicates 5.
Nice job. And as I walked around, everybody had 2 7s, correct? Good. All right, let's try one more. Let's do one and 2/3 times 1/2. What do I have to do first? What should I do first, Cole? There we go. Technically, you've got 4 steps. Step 1, mix numbers into improper fractions. Okay? So what do I get, Jaden? What do I get when I turn 1 and 2/3 into an improper fraction?
5/3.
5/3. Okay. Monique, is there anything to use the bow tie with? If I put the bow tie on, can I simplify any? You are correct. I cannot. So I looked at step 2. So step 3 tells me to multiply. What do I get when I multiply, Chance?
5, 6.
Step 4. Can I turn it back into a mixed number? No. So I leave it alone. But that's my process. Step 1, change all mixed numbers to improper. Step 2, bow tie. 3, multiply. And 4, go back to mixed numbers if needed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are your steps. And if you every time thought that process through, is that going to help you get a correct answer? Chance.
What's step 1?
Step 1, turn mixed numbers into improper. Mixed number to improper fraction. That's step 1. Step 2, bow tie. 3, multiply. And 4, go back to my mixed number. Will it make better sense for you if I make sure that because I abbreviate a lot, should I say improper to mixed number?
Yeah.
Okay? Improper to mix number in step 4. Fist to 5. Where are you at? Now, you know, it's interesting that I see a lot of 5s. Our homework will tell us whether you're really at a 5. Because a 5 says, I got this, I can do it. And if I can do it, then I better be getting at least an 80% or higher on my homework. Okay? Because if you're rushing through it and you're failing the homework, that's not a good thing. So make sure you take your time and get the homework done correctly. And your assignment today, it's right there. You also have it on your notes. That back section says assignment, textbook 59 to 61, 1 to 3, 12 to 20 even, 38 to 42 even. And if you want your title, the title is 2.1 exercise. The title is 2.1 exercise.
Can you go back to number 4, step 4?
1 second, okay. There we go. Let me stop the recording, okay?
What's Friday?